Liverpool have conducted a landmark summer transfer campaign, but there are no indications that they are prepared to stop anytime soon. Having onboarded Florian Wirtz, Hugo Ekitike, Milos Kerkez, Jeremy Frimpong and Georgi Mamardashvili, the Reds have already spent around £260 million.
But Alexander Isak remains a player in their sights. If Liverpool managed to conduct an outgoing deal for Darwin Núñez, then we could see the Swedish frontman at Anfield before long. It would require a British record sum to land the 25-year-old, mere weeks after the Reds broke the record for Wirtz. The prospect of a deal between the Reds and Newcastle ramped up decisively last week. Isak informed his employers he had no wish to sign a new contract and, in fact, would be seeking a move away this summer. The Sweden international is not on tour in Asia with Eddie Howe's side, instead staying behind to work on a slight thigh injury. His situation is expected to be resolved before the summer transfer window closes, with transfer insider Lewis Steele maintaining that a bid is imminent. The latest is, probably from the Newcastle end, is that Newcastle are ready for that first bid to come. They're fearing the first bid, Steele told his YouTube audience.
And I think that impact will come at some point this week or next week.
It is the last week of July going into August this week. There's not long left of the transfer window, although there is more than enough time to get all this business done, and I do think that Liverpool will make a play at Isak now. I said that a few days ago. A bid of £130 million could be sufficient to bring the Geordies to the table, and then it will be all about presenting a compelling package to their number 14. Do I think he will join? Well, it all depends on Newcastle, really, says Steele.
So I do still think it's too early to say, but I do have a sneaky feeling that this one will end up happening. Or at least the bid will happen. The only info I have is that Liverpool are preparing a bid, Newcastle are braced for a bid.
I don't have any info into whether Newcastle will play ball, and I don't think anyone does at this stage. Isak scored 23 goals in the Premier League last season, emphasizing his credentials as one of the best frontmen in the game, and the prospect of joining the title holders certainly appeals to Isak, with Steele believing that he's got his heart set on a move to Merseyside. But what we can say is Liverpool like him, he says. Alexander Isak is growing in, let's just say he's desperate for the move to Liverpool. He really wants it. So it all depends on Newcastle, whether they say, thank you very much, we'll take the money, or whether they continue to be, well, just stubborn really. You can't really blame them for being stubborn. He's their best player.